Dear friends, today we can discuss expected nursing questions 2020. That means you can expect these model questions also in coming examinations. First question, 1 teaspoon is equal to how many drops? Options 15, 60, 30, 10. Correct answer is 60. 1 teaspoon is equal to 60 drops. 20 cc is equal to 2000 ml. 20 cc is equal to 2000 ml. 1 cup is equal to 8 ounces. 1 cup is equal to 8 ounces. Next question. The nurse administers cleansing enema. The common position for this procedure is options seems left lateral, prone, supine, dorsal recumbent. Correct answer is seems left lateral. The nurse administers cleansing enema. The common position for this procedure is seems left lateral. Sims position is provides comfort to the patient and an easy access to the natural curvature of the rectum. Sims position provides comfort to the patient and an easy access to the natural curvature of the rectum. You can see from this picture Sims position using in enema. On left side, right leg drawn up high. Right leg drawn up high and forward. Left arm along back, just forward resting on bed. Sims position or left lateral position. Next question. In which step of the nursing process does the nurse analyze data and identify client problems? Options: evaluation, planning outcomes, diagnosis, assessment. Correct answer is diagnosis. In which step of the nursing process does the nurse analyze data and identify client problems? Diagnosis. In the assessment phase, the nurse gathers data from many sources for analyzing in the diagnosis phase. That means we can collect history from the assessment phase. In the diagnosis phase, the nurse identifies the client health status. In the diagnosis phase, the nurse identifies the client health status. In the planning outcome phase, the nurse formulates goals and outcome. In the planning outcome phase, the nurse formulates goals and outcomes. In the evaluation phase, which occurs after implementing interventions. In the evaluation phase, which occurs after implementing interventions. Next question, which of the following is an example of appropriate behavior when conducting a client interview? Options: asking the client, why did you think it was necessary to seek health care at this time? Using precise medical terminology when asking the client questions. Sitting facing the client in a chair at the client bedside using active listening. Recording all the information on the agency approved form during the interview. Correct answer is the behavior when conducting a client interview, that is sitting facing the client in a chair at the client bedside using active listening. That is the example of appropriate behavior when conducting a client interview. Other three options are incorrect. Active listening should be used during an interview. The nurse should face the patient, have relaxed posture and keep eye contact. Asking why make the client defensive, not taking interferes with eye contact. The client may not understand medical terminology or healthcare jargon. So active listening, and we should face the patient. We should have relaxed posture and eye contact. Next question, how should the nurse modify the examination for a 7-year-old child? Options, perform invasive procedures last, demonstrate equipment to the child before using it, allow the child to help with the examination, ask the parents to leave the room before the examination. Correct answer is demonstrate the equipment to the child before using it. Examination of a 7-year-old child, you can demonstrate equipments to the child before using it. The nurse should modify his examination by demonstrating equipment before using it to examine a school-age child. The nurse should make sure parents are not present during the physical examination of an adolescent, but they usually help younger children feel more secure. The nurse should allow a preschooler to help with the examination when possible, but not usually a school-age child. Toddlers are often fearful of invasive procedures, so those should be performed last in this age group. It is best to perform invasive procedures last for all age groups. Therefore, this does not represent a modification. So, a school-age child, the nurse can demonstrate the equipments before using it to examine a school-age child. Next question, which of the following is the most important purpose of hand washing? Options, to provide comfort, to promote hand circulation, to prevent the transfer of microorganisms, to avoid touching the client with a dirty hand. Correct answer is to prevent the transfer of microorganism. Which of the following is the most important purpose of hand washing? To prevent the transfer of microorganism. Hand washing is the single most effective infection control measure. Which of the following is a sign or symptom of hemolytic reaction to blood transfusion? Options, urticaria, hemoglobinuria, chest pain, distended neck veins. Correct answer is hemoglobinuria. Hemoglobinuria is a sign or symptom of a hemolytic reaction to blood transfusion. What is hemoglobinuria? Hemoglobinuria, the abnormal presence of hemoglobin in the urine, indicates a hemolytic reaction, that is incompatibility of the donor's and the recipient's blood. Hemoglobinuria, the abnormal presence of hemoglobin in the urine, indicates hemolytic reaction, that is incompatibility of the donor's and the recipient's blood. In this reaction, antibodies in the recipient plasma combine rapidly with the donor RBCs. The cells are hemolysis in either circulatory or reticuloendothelial system. Next question, an infected patient has chills and begins shivering. The best nursing intervention is to, options, apply iced alcohol sponges, provide increased cool liquids, provide increased ventilation, provide additional blood clots. Correct answer is provide additional blood clots. an infected patient has chills and begins shivering, the best nursing intervention is to provide additional blood clots. In an infected patient, shivering results from the body's attempt to increase heat production. Also, the production of neutrophils and phagocytic action through increased skeletal muscle tension and contraction. Infected patient, there is a production of neutrophils and phagocytic action through increased skeletal muscle tension and contractions. Applying additional blood clots helps to equalize the body temperature and stop chills. Attempts to cool the body results in further shivering, increased metabolism and thus increased heat production. Next question, clay-colored stool indicate options: upper GI bleeding, an effect of medication, impending constipation, bile obstruction. Correct answer is bile obstruction. Clay-colored stool indicates bile obstruction. Before bile colors the stool brown, any inflammation or obstruction that impairs bile flow will affect the stool pigment, yielding light clay-colored stool. Upper GI bleeding results in black or tarry stool. Upper GI bleeding results in black or tarry stool. Constipation is characterized by small hard masses. Many medications and foods will discolor stool. For example, drugs containing iron turn stool black. Beets turn stool red. That means beetroots turn stool red. Iron turn stool black. That means many medications will change the color of stool. Next question, the two blood vessels most commonly used for TPN infusion, total parenteral nutrition infusion, are the options: subclavian and jugular veins, brachial and femoral veins, femoral and subclavian veins, brachial and subclavian veins. Correct answer is subclavian and jugular veins. The two blood vessels most commonly used for TPN infusion are subclavian and jugular veins. Total parenteral nutrition requires the use of a large vessel, such as the subclavian or jugular vein, to ensure rapid dilution of the solution and thereby prevent complications such as hyperglycemia. The brachial and femoral veins usually are contraindicated because they pose an increased risk of thrombophlebitis. Total parenteral nutrition requires the use of large vessels such as subclavian or jugular vein. So that's all for today's video. Thank you all. If you are new here, please subscribe this channel for more nursing related videos. Please like and share this video. Thank you.